Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Hello everybody, welcome to the Forex Daily Video Research. Today we'll continue to talk about the euro currency. Well, during the previous couple of days we have discussed the possible accomplishment of two possible patterns right here in this area. This could be the Jod Napoli double repo sale or Jod Napoli bread and butter buy. Well, in general we didn't receive not even one of them. Well, although theoretically we can speak that possibly we can treat this move as better than bread and butter because this was closed below the 3x3 moving average. I do not have it on this chart, but if we will build the fib supports from this recent low to this high, maybe this will be the 382 fib support. Well, theoretically we can say that possibly this was the bread and butter, but in general I expect more clear bread and butter pattern in this area. Well, speaking about the double repo, we do not have the second bar of confirmation. Just to remind you that we need close below the 3x3 moving average. This was right here, close above. This was right here, and then we need close below. Well, instead of that, market has accelerated to the upside. Well, and if even currently market will show some strong move to the downside, this will not be the double repo because the difference between these two tops are very solid. It should be shallower during the double repo. Well, currently I do not see any sell signals, any things that worries me concerning about the further move to the upside. So that today we will just can point some levels that we should watch for possible price behavior around these areas. First of all, right here is weekly pivot resistance 2. I do not have this chart, but it's right here. Well, pivot resistance 2, it's not very big deal, such as for example pivot point or pivot resistance 1. It's just for information. Now let's take a look. Just above the market, 138.78 is the target, 1618 target from this butterfly buy. Okay, this butterfly buy. The target of this butterfly is 1618 expansion from the whole swing, from this high to this low. 1618 expansion is right here. Okay. Just above the market we see two areas of Fibonacci resistance. Deep resistance 786 Fibonacci resistance, 139.55 from this whole swing down, and 88% Fibonacci resistance, 130.84. It's right here. Also in this area, 140/4 monthly pivot resistance 1 and daily overbought. Okay, but today our particular attention should be touched to this area, 138.78, 139, somewhere right here. Okay, in general, the fact that market just touched the weekly pivot point that was right here, 136.62, okay, and just go this very normal bullish behavior means that market is strong. So it's not even retracement, shows retracement to the weekly pivot support 1. It's just touch pivot and go to the upside. So currently all that we can do is just possible make some intraday scalp trade on trend trades from this swing to the upside. So enter on some retracement to the downside from this swing with some target above the market. Now let's shift to the 4-hour chart to see some additional details. It's right here, the 4-hour chart. First of all, take a look at this pattern, A, B, C. Although I do not like this shallow BC legs, I prefer to see the more clear BC, deeper BC legs. So, but this is just one ABC pattern that we can use current swing. Okay, so ABC market hit 618 and has reached 100% expansion right here, 138.17. Okay. from this A, B, C, we see that 618 target around daily target of the butterfly, 138.78. It's right here, 138.85. 618 expansion from this pattern. Also, 1618 expansion from this shallow swing to the downside is also in this area. So possibly we can, maybe market will find some resistance in this area, okay, and will show some retracement to the downside. In this case, just use the swing to the upside, use few supports levels to possible entering on the long side, because market, if even it will show some move to the downside, it's not a reverse absolutely, because it should show some retracement even if it will intend to reverse to the downside. Okay, so that being said, currently I do not see any meaningful and strong patterns that could be traded on euro currency. At the same time, the fact that market has broken through the 618 resistance on the daily time frame and just shows retracement to the pivot point and go to the upside, negate the possible double repo pattern. So this makes me think that market has real strength, and possibly we can see some further move to the upside. At the same time, just above the market, around 139 area, is there some solid resistance areas, particularly the target of the daily butterfly buy. So be careful in this area, and possibly it's better to wait some retracement to the downside for establishing any long positions. Do not open just under the strong area of resistance, some below some Fibonacci expansion targets right here. Okay, it's better to wait some pullback to support and then enter on the long side with the possible target above the market. Okay, that's my view on the euro currency, but in general I think that current situation on the euro is a bit boring. Well, all that we can do currently is just some scalp trades or trend trades on intraday time frames.